Lethal Company, a solo dev indie game, has outsold Call of Duty, become an internet sensation, and is at an average player base of well over 100,000 per day. And while its success can be mostly attributed to its developer, Zeekerss, is he the only reason it's so successful? Well, when you think of your favorite part of Lethal Company, what do you think of? Maybe it's the dynamic proximity chat. Maybe it's the well-coded monsters. Maybe it's that indie game art style. Or maybe it's just how plain hilarious it is. Or maybe it's the insane mods that are coming out of this game. Listen, there have been plenty of content creators who have made a video about Lethal Company, mentioning all the best aspects of the game, like proximity chat, sound design, etc. But no one, myself included, really brings up mods. Most videos I found talking about the game just don't mention it at all, or at the very least brush past it. And yet, everyone I know, and all the people I watch play it, use mods. Shoot, even Markiplier is playing with mods. So why is that? Why does no one talk about them? I think, put simply, it's because mods aren't an intentional part of the base game. Look, Zeekerss made a fantastic game with Lethal Company. And while he's the big reason it's all possible in the first place, it's the modding community that brought the modding scene to life, and boy did they. Lethal Company has only been out since October 23rd of last year, and it already has thousands of mods. And these mods are insane, and are becoming a huge part of what makes Lethal Company so fun. And there are lots of different kinds of mods out there, like mods that add new moons, mods that add more scrap, mods that make the game funnier, mods that make the game harder, mods that make you harder, mods that make the game scarier, mods that add new suits. There's no limit to what kind of mods you can play with in this game. And some of them are actually really well made mods. Take the Skinwalkers mod for example, which I think is the best mod out there. For those of you who don't know what it is, it's a mod where the game will record voice lines of what you and your friends say while playing. These voice lines can then be used at random by any of the game's monsters to mimic you and your friends. And this creates some truly insane moments.
Ooh. What the fuck?
Do you have like a custom music thing? Oh, there's something in here.
Dale, is that actually you?
I'm crossing my fingers and.
I jumped off the ship and died.
Dude, they're having a full-on conversation with me!
Yay!
What's going on?
Congratulations.
This mod makes the game so much more tense. There's just something so creepy about hearing the voices of your already dead friends as you wander alone through the dark tunnels of each facility. Anyway, great mod, and I highly recommend it for anyone who plays modded Lethal Company. Also, for anyone who's played with it and didn't know, if you access the config files for the mod, you're actually able to adjust the frequency of enemies using your voice lines. Have fun with that. Anyways, well that's my personal favorite mod. There are some other great mods for the game. Brutal Company, which adds events and ups monster rates to make the game impossibly more difficult. It also adds a whole new game mechanic called Heat for going to the same planets too much, but the mod as a whole just kind of makes the game much harder. The Goku mod that replaces a Bracken with a 3D model of Goku, or if that's not your style, the Freddy Bracken mod, which replaces the Bracken with a well-made model of Freddy Fazbear. More emotes and too many emotes, which adds some interesting player animations. The Yippee mod, which... Free Jester, which replaces the Jester's wind-up music with the best part of the song Freebird. More Company, which changes the limit on players in a lobby from 4 to 50, while also adding some various cosmetics for you to choose from. Mimics, which adds a brand new monster to the game, which I won't spoil for anyone who wants a fun surprise. And finally, there are 8 custom mood mods that I think are worth mentioning, and those are Orion, Aquatus, Cast, Ducky, Egypt, Peach's Castle, 102 Water Ridge, which is part of the Lethal expansion, and Secret Labs. And there are definitely more custom moons out there, but those are some of the ones I've really had a chance to enjoy. But man, let me tell you, all those moons and all those mods I mentioned are really just the tip of the iceberg, as there are way more really awesome mods out there. And these mods are all super accessible too. Not only are they free, but if someone really wanted to, they could probably mod the game in like 5 to 10 minutes depending on your internet. While Zeekerss may have laid the foundation down with the creation of Lethal Company, the modding community has built upon that foundation, taking an already great game to even greater heights. As we delve into the world of Lethal Company mods, it becomes clear that the game's success and longevity are owed, at least partly, to the unsung heroes of the modding community. And that's no disrespect to Zeekerss, he made a great game, but we have to start giving modders some real credit. Lethal Company, a game already brimming with innovation and charm, owes a considerable debt of gratitude to the passionate modders who continue to bring their creativity and ideas to the game. And Lethal Company isn't alone in this sense. There are definitely other games that owe it to the modding community for keeping their games so full of life. The modding community of Lethal Company stands merely as just one shining example. So to the modding community, I hope you all keep up the great work. You guys are amazing.